Hey everybody, Mr. Horgan here. It's now time for a special retro edition of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap. That was sent by request from BenM72487, one of the members of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap Acknowledgement Section team. And this is the episode that aired back on September 4th, 1972, the new Price is Right premiere. This is the episode that started it all for Mr. Bob Barker. The pricing games played on that day were the following: any number, bonus game, and double prices. There was only 3 pricing games played, as this was a half-hour show before it went on to become a 1-hour show back around 1975. So, anyway, the first contestant was Connie. She played any number for a chance to win either a 30-inch Whirlpool electric range, a Chevrolet Vega Kammback Wagon modeled by Juicy Janice Pennington, or money in the Piggy Bank that was brought out by Awesome Anitra, who held an actual piggy bank to show Connie what she could possibly win if she got the piggy bank. Now, there was no 5-digit car price for a car back in 1972, so Connie had to figure out the 4 numbers that were in the price of the car. She first chose 5, and that was the 3rd number in the range. Next she chose 3, and that was the 1st number in the range. Next she chose 2, and that was the 1st number in the car. Next she chose 7, and that was the 2nd number in the car. Next she chose 4, that was the 3rd number in the car. 1 spot was remaining for the car as well as for the range. Connie chose 6. 6 went to the 4th number in the car. She won the Vega, priced at $2,746. And the range was $385, and the piggy bank contained $1.09. Paul played bonus game for a deluxe Speed Queen washer and dryer and a Spiegel Catalog Company color TV, both modeled by Anitra, valued at $1,100. The first prize in the first window of the game was a Brother electric typewriter priced at $118. Paul believed the actual retail price was higher, and Bob revealed it to be $160. It was higher, so he won that window. Next was Dan River linen for the bet. Priced at $97, Paul believed the actual retail price was lower, and Bob revealed it to be $63. It was lower. He won that window. Next was a 22-volume World Book Encyclopedia, including research guide and index, priced at $185. Paul believed the actual retail price was higher. Bob revealed it to be $226. It was higher. He won the 3rd window. So, if he got the next window correct, he would get a clean sweep and automatically win the bonus. The 4th window had a Clairol airbrush styling dryer, priced at $36. Paul believed the actual retail price was lower. Bob revealed it to be his current small price total winnings, I need to point out, was $449. Now, the Clairol airbrush styling dryer priced at $36 that Paul believes was lower the actual retail price. Bob revealed it to be lower. It was $25. He won the bonus, which was behind the third window. He won those two prizes as well as the four small prizes, totaling $474, giving him a grand total of $1,574 in winnings. Finally, Elaine played double prices for a 15 cubic foot Whirlpool upright freezer modeled by Janice. Elaine chose the price of $485 over $319, so she chose the high price over the low price. And when Anitra removed the low price and Bob revealed the actual retail price by flipping over and not pressing the button as double prices is nowadays, it was $319. Honestly, I thought she had it. And now, since this was requested by Ben M72487, here's a special acknowledgement section from him. The models were Janice Pennington and Anitra Ford. They were the only two models on the show. The former staying on for 28 years on CBS. I'm not quite sure what he means by that. I'm guessing he's referring to Janice being on The Price is Right since 2000. Anyway, Contestants Row. The four podiums in Contestants Row were all orange and had the egg crate font and the asterisk in them. In any number, the first game was any number, minus the name. First, the range was shown, then they cut back to Bob and the contestant for a few seconds, then the car is shown. Anitra brought out the Piggy Bank. You don't see that anymore. Coincidentally, any number was the very first game ever played and Bob's very last game ever played on the show. The A-Crate font was used in any number until 1986. And there was a podium on the turntable area that was later scrapped. After coming back from commercial breaks, the audience was behind Bob instead of Bob being in his usual spot. In bonus game, the very first daytime clean sweep of this then unnamed game occurred on this show. The windows were yellow instead of blue. In double prices, it was played at the giant price tag. Nowadays, it's played either at door number 2 or in front of Contestants Row, depending on what prize is at stake. In the showcases, there is no double showcase rule. The A-Crate font in the showcase podiums would last for 37 seasons. The actual retail prices of the showcases appeared on the podiums instead of the envelopes. At the start of the show, the first four contestants stood up before being told to come on down, and the audience did not applaud until they came on down. The audience lights were dimmed for most of the show, and Bob did not close out the show by reminding us to help control you-know-what. Any number was spun out before the prizes were shown. And for the Come On Down theme on that first show was a variation of the showcase cue as well. And on that day, September 4th, 1972, two other game shows premiered on CBS. They were The Joker's Wild and Gambit. So, on the very first Price is Right that aired on CBS back on September 4th, 1972, with only 3 pricing games being played, 2 of them were big wins. They were any number and bonus games. So I named Connie and Paul the MVPs of The Price is Right. And there was no showcase showdown at the time, so Connie and Paul were in the showcase because they were the 2 big winners. Connie was the top winner, and Paul was the runner-up. Paul won his showcase as well as winning bonus games. His showcase involved a pair of roller derby Easy Queen Mega Long high top bumpers race skates, a GSC Athletic Equipment Company bicycle trainer, and a Mazda 808 sedan that was modeled by Janice. Paul bid $2,500 on his showcase. The actual retail price was, get this, $2,504! A difference of only $4! If only the double showcase rule was in effect on the very first Price is Right, he would have won both showcases. By the way, Connie's showcase involved a trip to Acapulco that included 1 week at the Old Presidente Hotel, a Kimball organ modeled by Anitra, a 30-inch Hardwick Debutante aisle-level dash range modeled by Janice, and 144 square feet of flint coat floor tiles. Connie bid $1,750. The actual retail price was $2,307, a difference of $557. That was a very good bid from her, but Paul's bid was better by only $4 off. So, there you have it. By request of Benham 72487, a special retro edition of the Price is Right Price Game Recap for the very first Price is Right that aired back on September 4th, 1972. I'm sure if he's watching, I know I've made him proud. And this special retro edition of the Price is Right Price Game Recap is sponsored by the best of the Price is Right on DVD. So until next time, this is Mr. Horgan reminding you to help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered.